all the above.
Right.
Was his team not good enough to win those games? You can argue. Shannon Sharpe played in 18 playoff games and went 13-5 and won 3 Super Bowls. Played in 3 and won 3. Now, was that all? Did you get all the credit for that? Obviously,
No.
you don't. But you were there and a big part of all of the above. You also played in 4 championship games. And Jason played in no championship games. Okay? So, I'm tough on the Hall of Fame. I think it's getting softer and softer on letting people into the Hall of Fame. And I know this puts you in an awkward position because you're in, and so it's just tough to comment on this. Mm-hmm. But Jason Witten would not be in my Hall of Fame. But my standards are high. Did he change the game? Was he a transcendent player? No, he was a really good. There's that Hall of Very Good that I talk about. He's definitely in the Hall of Very Good.
Yes.
He played 15 years, and he missed 1 game with a broken jaw and got 3 plates inserted in his jaw and came back and played the following week. That's it. 15 years.
It's unbelievable.
That's durability, man.
Skip, I played 14 years, but I missed the equivalent of a season with injuries.
Okay.
Missed 12 games one year, missed 3 games another year, sat out a couple of games because we had nothing to play for. So I missed about 16, 17 games throughout my career. So although it says 14 years I played, basically I played 13 years.
Mm-hmm. So Jason Witten, if you threw it in his catch radius, he's going to catch it.
Right.
Had really solid, secure, safe hands. Very dependable. But run after catch, no. So could he take over the game? Could he change the game with breakaway runs? Nope, not going to do that. But he did make 11 Pro Bowls, and he made 2 first-team All-Pros, which is pretty good, but it's not the best of the era. Right?
Because in his era, it just so happens it's kind of like Drew Brees. Drew Brees is going to get lost because he played the bulk of his career, Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. So basically, if you played in that era, that's what everybody's going to point to because those guys went to what? Like 12 Super Bowls between the 2 of them.
But Drew Brees won a Super Bowl.
He did win a Super Bowl.
So you're good. You're a made man, right?
When we talk about him, we still step over him, even though he has that 1 Super Bowl and 5 5,000-yard seasons. You look at Gates, 114 touchdowns. Gonzalez, 112 touchdowns.
Yep.
Gronk's going to be somewhere around over 100. If Brady plays a couple more years and he stays with Brady, he's going to be over 100. All I'm saying, Skip, is that when I played in the 90s, it was me and Ben Coates.
Yeah.
So that was it. In the AFC, you weren't going to the Pro Bowl if Ben Coates and Shannon Sharpe was healthy. Well, when you look at it, you look at his era in which he played, who other than a Cowboy fan, but if you're objective, would say that Jason Witten had a better career than Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates, or even Rob Gronkowski and where he is right now. Because playoffs should matter. Games should matter. 2-8. He's never played in the conference championship game, Skip. Never. At least Gonzo has that on his resume. Now, he only won 1. I think Gates might have won 1 or 2. Yep. But those should matter. And people are like, well, you never played with anybody. Well, somebody got him to those 11 Pro Bowls. Somebody got him those 12,000 yards.
Good point.
So you can't say, and a lot of times people, well, he didn't play with John Elway. Well, John Elway didn't throw me 14,000 yards worth of passes.
Okay. So I always considered Jason a clutch catcher because he made a number of clutch catches, such as in the playoff game 2014 ahead of the Dez game at Green Bay, the one against Detroit at home.
Yes.
It was a big 4th down play, and Romo found his man, Jason Witten. It was a huge play that saved, or you can argue, won the game. And then the next year, 2015, the big opener against the rival Giants at Jerry World, game number 1, last-second play. Romo to Jason Witten at the goal line, catches it, falls into the end zone, touchdown, wins the game against Eli and company. It looked like, and of course Romo got hurt the rest of the year and it went down the tubes. But he made a lot of those catches, but they're not in NFC Championship games. They're not in Super Bowls. They didn't. He didn't change life with the Cowboys. He wasn't the dynamic leader that you were. He was just solid. He was a stalwart. He came to work and worked hard every day.
And the thing is, Skip, you need you can have a great career, and Michael Jordan had an unbelievable career, but he's known for that shot against Craig Elo. He's known for that walk-off. So what's the signature moment in the biggest of games? and I had up until the AFC Championship game, Skip, I had some monster games. Had 13 for 156 against the Raiders in a playoff game.
How do you remember 156?
Because I had went out there the week before, Skip. I needed 121 yards, Skip, to get 1,000. I had six for $1.15 at the half.
These numbers are like emblazoned.
I know, Skip, I know. But I remember talking to my brother. I was like, man, I mean, I've had some good games. I said, but I don't have a moment. And it just so happened, 3rd and 6, Pittsburgh. That's the moment. Or the play against the Raiders.
That's the moment to me.
So, sports are about moments and big moments. Jason had a fabulous career, Skip.
He did.
The numbers said he had a fabulous career. But it's just hard for me when I look at him and look at the era in which he played in, because everybody caught a bunch of, Skip, I mean, by the time it's said and done, I might be 25th on the tight end all-time reception list with the way they throw the football now.
So, bottom line, I will bet you, because the media votes on this, and he is a media favorite. Want to bet first ballot?
Oh, yeah.
Well, and also, by the time he's eligible, 2023, he'll have been in the Monday Night Football booth for
a good hot set.
a few years. Yeah. So, but they do say the greatest ability is availability, and
he
cannot argue with that.
Yeah.
Joining us now is an All-Pro defensive end, a Super Bowl champion, and a future Hall of Famer. Dwight Freeney is here, and we'll talk to him about the Patriots, Lamar Jackson, and more coming up.
Good to see you, Russ.
Good, nice meeting you. Good.
Wow, how's it going?
The moment you realize